Hello, Gatewood Gators! It's Principal French, and you might be able to guess that I am reading a story today about a shark. It's actually one of my very favorites. It is called, What If the Shark Wears Tennis Shoes? See if it sounds like you, who asks a lot of questions. Stephen brushed his teeth and put on his pajamas, but he didn't crawl into bed. Instead, he sat in the middle of his bed and held his knees under his chin. When his mother came upstairs to kiss him goodnight, he said, "Stay with me. I'm too scared to sleep." "But there's nothing to be afraid of," said his mother. "Nothing can hurt you here in your bed." Stephen wasn't so sure. He said, "What if a shark comes? What if he eats me?" "That's impossible," said his mother. "Sharks live in the ocean." "You don't know everything," Stephen told her. "What if just one shark got tired of living in the ocean? And what if he's coming here tonight?" "You ask too many questions. Where do you get such silly ideas? We live too far from the ocean for a shark to be able to get here." Stephen wasn't so sure. "Now, good night," said his mother. "But," said Stephen, "what if he hitchhikes? I bet a shark would like to hitchhike. I bet a big, hungry shark would like to get a ride in a station wagon full of boys like me." "No one would give him a ride," said his mother. "Then what if he steals a Ferrari? I bet a shark would like to steal a Ferrari and offer rides to boys like me." "You ask too many questions. Where do you get such silly ideas? A shark couldn't find you here in your house." Stephen wasn't so sure. "Now, good night," said his mother. "No," said Stephen. "What if he has a compass and a map? What if he learned how to use them at camp? I bet at his camp he would also learn how to follow the tracks left by boys like me." "We always lock our house at night," said his mother. "But what if he has a key?" said Stephen. "What if he always carries a lot of spare keys because he uses them like files to sharpen his teeth?" "He couldn't climb the stairs to your room," said his mother. Stephen wasn't so sure. "What if he uses a pick and a rope? I bet that would work. I'm sure it would. Couldn't he haul himself up the stairs with a pick and a rope?" "That would make a lot of noise. You would hear him," said his mother, "and I would hear him, and your father would hear him." "But what if you don't?" said Stephen. "What if the shark wears tennis shoes? Then he'd be really quiet. He'd come into my room and then—" Stephen shuddered. He held his knees tighter. He stared wide-eyed at the head of the stairs. His mother shook her head. "I don't know where you get these silly ideas, and I don't have time for all these questions. Now, good night. Sleep tight." She turned off the light. And before Stephen could say any more, she had left. So he had to wait there by himself until the shark came. Quickly, he hid under the covers. From there, even though it was dark, he could see the shark throw his pick up the stairs. Then the shark hauled himself to the top with a rope. When the shark pulled the rope up behind him, Stephen saw a huge bowl attached to it. Next came a big jug of milk. And last, a bag of sugar. Stephen was trying to be as quiet as a pillow. But by the time the shark could pull the sugar up the stairs, he just had to ask one question. He said, "What are you going to do with all that?" "What do you think?" snarled the shark, now looking right at Stephen. You think boys are tender? You think boys are sweet? The only way I can choke them down is with lots of milk and sugar. The shark had huge teeth and tiny mean eyes. But from under the covers, Stephen managed to say, then why do you eat them? You ask too many questions. Just get in the bowl. Let's get this over with. But what if you tried eating cereal instead? I bet a shark might like cereal. With all that milk and sugar, I bet a big, hungry shark would like cereal even better than boys like me. Cereal? What's cereal? Said the shark. Promise not to eat me if I show you? The shark sighed, slurping cereal through his pointed teeth. Where do you get such great ideas? The next morning, when Stephen's mother came into the kitchen, she said, No one could make this much mess. You don't know everything, Stephen told her. What if a shark was here last night? What if he ate up all the cereal? I bet a shark would like to make this much mess. The end. Thank you for listening to What If the Shark Wears Tennis Shoes? Bye.